Hi friends, my name is Aqil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will show you how to create package execution log in file system while the package runs through SQL Job Agent. So this is my profile. I have 13 plus years of experience on Microsoft technologies. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is how to create package execution log in file system while the package runs through SQL Job Agent. So recently I got a question from one of my subscriber, Jagadish R, and he asked me to create a video on this particular topic. So let's jump to the demo. Currently I got an SSIS package, how to use multiple transformations in a single SSIS package. I created this package for one of my video that I uploaded on my channel. So what I'm exactly doing here, that I'm reading the data from the AdventureWorks database from the human resources.employee table, and then I'm doing some transformations there, and after that I'm exporting the data into employee.csv file in my D files location. So the file will be created as employee.csv. So if I execute the package now, so it should export the data from SQL Server table to the employee.csv table. So that's what the package is doing right now. So the file has been exported. Okay, so now what I want is that when the SSIS package runs, so it should create some logs that the package has been completed successfully or not, or if there is any error, then it should also create a log file. So to do that, first of all we will need to connect to the SQL Server Management Studio. So right now it is connected to my SQL Server 2019 instance. So if you look at the SQL Server agent, so there is a red icon before the SQL Server agent. So it means that the SQL Server agent service is stopped on the machine, and the SQL Server agent service is responsible of running all the scheduled jobs. So we should right click on the SQL Server agent icon and we can click on start. Yes. Are you sure you want to start the SQL agent service on the desktop? Yes. So this will start the SQL agent service, and then we can create our SQL jobs. So let me expand the SQL Server agent here. Let me expand the jobs. So right now there are 2 maintenance jobs. So to create a new job, we can just right click on the jobs, click new job, and we can give a name to the job. Maybe I can call it like execute SSIS package, and we can click on steps, click new to create new step. We can call the step name like run SSIS package, and from the type we will select the SQL Server Integration Services package, and then from the package source we will select file system, and I can copy the path of this particular package. So right click here, click copy full path, and then we can paste the full path here. Paste. To generate the logs file, we need to click on the advanced, and now there is an option output file here. So you can click on these 3 dots and you can select the location where you want to generate the execution log. So I want to generate the execution log in the D files location. I want to call the file name as SSIS package execution logs.txt. Click OK. If you want that whenever the SQL Server agent job runs, so for each execution of the SQL agent job, the execution log should be appended to the same file, then you can click on this one. And if you won't click on this one, then every time when the SSIS package will run, it will delete and recreate this particular file. So a new file will be created every time. And you can click on this one, include step output in the history. So you can click on OK. If you want to create a schedule, you can create a schedule, but I won't create a schedule right now because I will run my package on ad hoc basis. So I can click OK. So a SQL job should be created. So you can see that a job execute SSIS package has been created, and let me just right click and click on start job at step. So it should create an employee.csv file here. So you can see that the file got created and the SQL agent job has been completed. So I can click close. The time of the file creation is the same, 6:35, and the SSIS package execution log time is also the same. I think by accidentally instead of .txt I put comma.txt, so I think that should be fine. Maybe I can just modify the SQL agent job. So I can go to the properties, steps, edit, advanced, and I can put a comma here, comma, OK, OK, and I can rename the name here as well, .txt. So if you open this particular file, so you can see that the package execution returned DTSER success. So it means the package was successful and the package started this time and it finished on this time, and it took total 1.5 seconds to execute. So this is the successful execution log from the SSIS package. And now suppose your SSIS package got failed. So let me show you what kind of error message you will see in the execution logs. So what I will do, I will modify the name of the server from 2019 to maybe 2018, because we don't have any server with this name, so the SSIS package will fail. So it is trying to connect to the SQL Server 2018, but there is no such server, so this will fail, and I will save the SSIS package and then I will rerun the SQL job. So you can see that it has actually disabled this connection, but that is fine. I can just save the SSIS package, and now I will go back to the SQL Server agent job and I will run the SQL Server agent job. So now this time the SQL Server agent job should be failed, because it is trying to connect to an unknown SQL instance. Okay, so you can see that as expected the SQL agent job got failed. And if you go back to the package execution log, so if you open the package execution log, so you should see the failure messages here. So from here we got the new logs for the failure logs. So you can see we got all these errors, that login timeout expired, network related instance specific error has occurred, and all error messages you can see here. And you can also see the final messages that it returned DTSER failure, and it took 16 seconds when the package got failed. So you can see all the error messages here, all the success messages here. So we had not made any kind of logs from the SSIS package, but all these logs are coming from the SQL Server agent job. So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all, so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.